One thing the NFL has done a lot of in recent years is trying to get the fans closer to the field on the broadcast. You watch a telecast from the 80s and compare it to today, and it's like night and day in terms of the innovations from a television standpoint. Players getting mic'd up, the sky cam, sideline reporters, pylon cameras, broadcasts of the game online with nothing but the natural sound. For the most part, fans love these changes, and the closer we can get to the action, the better. But sometimes it goes a bit too far, and in a 2007 Sunday Night Football game between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks, it resulted in disaster. Twice. And by disaster, I mean a falling camera and the entire world seeing Mike Holmgren's playbook. This is the story of what might be the most disastrous game in Sunday Night Football history. There were two incidents that made this game a nightmare, and it started almost right away. On the first drive of the game, the Saints go up 7-0 after a bad snap by Boone Stutz. As the Seahawks are on the field for their second drive of the game, they're facing a 3rd and 9. New Orleans doesn't like what they see, so they call a timeout. The game would not resume for another 10 minutes, because there was a problem with NBC's overhead camera. It slumped for a bit, and then fell to the ground, just inches away from receiver Bobby Ingram and quarterback Matt Hasselbeck. There's no video of the camera falling to the ground since NBC was at commercial when it happened, but multiple reporters said it was awfully close, and there are photographs of this. Hasselbeck said afterwards, "It was real close. I'm going to talk to my lawyer and get back to you." Fortunately, nobody got hurt. Not even 4 minutes into the game, and the Seahawks were down 7-0 and nearly lost 2 starters on their offense due to injuries from a falling camera. And somehow, their bad luck with NBC was not done. When you see shots of coaches on the sideline, they're usually facing from the front. There's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, it's usually better to get a shot of someone's face than to get a shot of their back. But perhaps most importantly at number 2, a shot of the back has the plays that the coach is calling. Coaches will hold their play sheet up to their face so that nobody can decode anything. And Holmgren was doing just that, trying to jumpstart a Seattle offense that was down 21-0 at this point. Unfortunately for him, NBC kinda didn't get the memo, because one of the cameras got really close to Holmgren, got him from behind, and revealed Seattle's entire offensive game plan. Now keep in mind that the only footage I found of this game was in 360p, and even with that, I can still make out some of the words. But even back in 2007, Sunday Night Football was broadcast in HD and in 1080p. If you had an HD TV and had this game on TiVo or DVR, you could have gone back, paused, and seen every single thing that the Seahawks were doing. And remember that this was a month after the NFL punished the Patriots for Spygate. Here, NBC was doing all the dirty work. Even Freddie Godelli, the producer for Sunday Night Football, said the shot was too revealing. While he couldn't read the plays on his 8-inch monitor, when he saw what was being aired on his 35-inch monitor, he cut away immediately. This was about 2 seconds of footage, but it was revealing enough that Godelli called Holmgren the day after the game to apologize. Naturally, Holmgren was furious about this entire fiasco that happened during the game, especially since the Seahawks lost 28-17, and now the whole world knew his playbook. He criticized some of the innovations made for television, and with regards to the playbook incident, said, "I don't even know how they do that. Was that the camera that almost hit Matt Hasselbeck and killed him? There are not a lot of secrets. But those things they should probably tell you they're going to try to do that or ask you. I would rather they wouldn't do that." So just to recap this game, the Seahawks lost 28-17, a falling camera nearly killed 2 of Holmgren's players, and Holmgren's playbook got exposed through no fault of his own. To say that this game was a disaster would be an understatement. Special thanks to all our Patreon supporters for helping out the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. See how you can become a patron and request future video topics in the description below.